When you are talking about short track racing at places such as Angola Speedway and formerly Avila Speedway, Jasper Case is a name that you cannot miss. I mean, this man raced for so long that he outlasted the life of two of the racetracks he raced at. And the two racetracks I'm talking about is Avila Speedway, also known as Avila Motor Speedway, opened up with their first event on June 5th, 1968, and the last race all the way on September 3rd, 1994. And the Avila Motor Speedway would close on September 23rd, 1995, just 1 year after the final circle track race. Bearfield Motorsports Park would have a much longer life than Avila Speedway, with their first event happening on October 15th of 1961, racing in the Mark Racing Series, being won by Harold Smith. And this racetrack would not be closed until December 31st of 2019. And now I'm going to be reading from a News Sentinel article, which is a newspaper from Fort Wayne, Indiana, from August 18th, 1990, talking about Jasper Case. From the beginning, it was evident that Jasper was destined to be a race car driver. It all started when he was 16 years old. A cousin invited him to the racetrack for the first time. He was just there to watch, but by the end, he knew that this is what he wanted to do. But little did he know, he would spend 27 years filling those bleachers and others just like them at dozens of other tracks. And it was in this year that he would be accepted into the Hall of Fame for one of his favorite racetracks he's ever raced at, the Avila Motor Speedway. At the ceremony, when he was accepting his plaque, he went on to say, "We are in an entertainment sport. To get involved with all the people and the kids, I guess that is the greatest way to be recognized and remembered." He also would go on to state, just because you receive the checkered flag doesn't necessarily mean you win. In any sport we're involved in, I don't think just because you stand up on the podium, you are the victor of that sport. There are rules and there are principles to win. To me, it is to go out and have somebody who hasn't won a race and sacrifice yourself, especially if you always have the potential to win a race. Winning is having people participate versus just winning the game over and over again. He guesses that he has 40 feature wins at Avila and gives a lot of credit to the late Joe Wallace. Case remembers some veterans turning their backs on him when he was new, keeping a secret, a first curve bump, or the car may just push a little too much coming out of 3. Joe Wallace came up to me and said, "Kid, if you want to get to know how to get around this track, get on my bumper and follow me." Joe Wallace was the first into the Hall of Fame in 1978, and 12 years later, Case has once again followed Wallace. And in 2017, he got national recognition from a very, very popular racing magazine. And this is what it went on to say. Jasper Case could set records for longevity as a race car driver in 2017. Case of Walketville, Indiana, turned 70 years old in June, and 2017 will be the 51st year that he has driven race cars. Case launched his racing career at the age of 18 in the street stock class on asphalt, when he went to dirt tracks for a period before returning to the pavement, where he still competes to this day. But he knows how to compete. He has beaten NASCAR Hall of Fame driver Mark Martin at Bearfield in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He also races against Dick Trickle, who is often called America's driver with the most victory. If his age doesn't set him apart from other drivers, his race car will. The number 3 is painted pink and is known to fans and competitors in the Hoosier State as the Pink Panther. The color came years ago from a young fan. He went on to state, "There were some little boys around my shop that loved the Pink Panther. I painted it pink for those kids. My crew were all volunteers, and they said if I painted it pink, they would quit. I painted it pink, and none of them did." Racing does not end for Case at the end of the season. He races snowmobiles in the winter when all of the racetracks are closed. He has won on the Big Half Mile in Cincinnati, Ohio. He has raced at Toledo and in the Winchester 400 in Indiana. In all, Case has won 200 features, 6 track championships during his long career. But long careers equate to a lot of risks that he has also had, numerous injuries driving race cars. He went on to state in 1978, "I was coming for the checkered flag in turn 3, and the accelerator stuck. That was the only time I was ever knocked out at Bearfield. I left the track, hit a tree, broke the car in half, and broke my shoulder." Despite setbacks, Case has kept a good list of sponsors, and he said that they make it possible for him to race every night at the track. Some of those sponsors include King Commercial Capital, Furo's Bar and Grill, Noble County Disposal, Raber's Discount Groceries, and many more. You can bet that Jasper Case will continue to be on the track as long as possible. But unfortunately, due to some health issues and concerns, Jasper Case's racing career would be over as of 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please think about hitting the like button and subscribe to this channel. Let me know what other drivers you would like me to cover on this channel. And with that being said, I will see you guys all in my next video.